welcome everyone. Hello. What's
Hell, hell,
good?
hell, welcome all no people. Come on, you got to
Come
realize
on.
there's nobody here. There's nobody here.
No, impossible.
Yeah, there's nobody here.
Impossible. I refuse to be a two-view Andy.
Oh, look, there's Gerald. Oh, hey there, Gerald.
Hey Gerald,
What's
what's
going
up?
on, buddy? Are
It's
you here?
good.
You're here for the Elden Sawyer review. Zwei and mine's thoughts on it. As you can see here, we
Man.
have George R. Martin in the top center in a wheelchair. You know,
Yep. In
he's
in studio. In
he's in
studio. He's
studio right
here.
here. He's just a
Live
mute
studio
right
on.
now. We
Yeah,
had
yeah.
we had our team apartment help him, and if you guys can tell about my Twitch tags, it means I'm still in
Uh-oh.
diplomatic kind of relations right now with what's going on over there. I'm right now in ties. I was playing Connect Four with Putin the other day. It was pretty fun. So that's just the life of being a prince and doing diplomacy.
Uh
I love it.
Jesu, what's like a fucking Jesu Melania, dude? Free Kalid, bro. Free Kalid.
Free Caled. Yeah,
Free
free
Kalid.
it from the Scarlet Rot.
Free
Actually,
Kalid,
you
bro.
know what? You're taking a break from Persona 4 Arena. Wow. I'm
Wow.
very happy you're doing that, man. Kudos to you. Actually, speak of the devil. So, I do have to ask. So, obviously, this is going to be the game that everybody's going to overplay multiple times, over and over and over and over.
Oh
It's going to
yeah,
be
yeah,
the
yeah.
easy game that you can sit back and for some reason people just go, "Oh my gosh, no, you're not supposed to do that, XD. Ha ha ha. I was played this game 3 times.
Yeah,
I'm an
yeah, yeah.
expert." So, what are your
Lamau, you're deaf rage. You should rage. It's funny, raging in
Oh,
the game.
oh yeah,
It's so
this build.
good.
I'm rough, so guys, look, I put on a funny hat. That's comedy gold for streaming. It's amazing. So, I gotta go. I gotta know your takes. Why? So, what are your opinions on Elden Ring? Why is it the soy game of the year? And what are some
Oh, okay.
contenders in your mind from your experience? Because this is what this weather report is about. And what do you think? What do
Oh,
you think it's going
okay.
to do to the streaming landscape besides being completely overplayed in this category?
I think like what it's a genuinely good Souls game. I think like the good thing about Souls game you see is that like from each iteration they seem to add something from a different game. So
Hmm.
they're basically Bloodborne and Sekiro, while it's very different from the Dark Souls games, are both essentially Dark Souls games, and every Dark Souls game just has a bit of Sekiro and Bloodborne in them now, which I think is very good. And they've made the system like pretty much perfect now. It's gone very well with the open world thing, especially. Uh, I do think there's been a lot of how do I say? I mean, it's the same thing. You get a Souls game comes out, you sort of fucking expect what's it called? The stupid ass like difficulty discourse, which no one really cares to be honest, right? No one actually. People are just making noise about it. Yeah, that's gonna happen. Uh, about overplaying. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about this one, man, my friend. I think it's okay. People should just stream what they want. It's kind of okay. It does get a bit obnoxious when people play the game just to get mad, and when people come to watch streams and expect you to get mad when playing a game when you're just genuinely having a fucking good time. But it's what's gonna be, right? It's what's gonna happen, right? Right? It is the best toy game.
But
I
what
haven't
makes
played
it
any
soy?
good
Why
games
does
this
it?
year
What makes it soy though? Like what
because this is
about
a
it
George
makes?
R.R. Martin game, dude. What do you
Yeah.
mean?
So you're telling what? But don't normies like Game of Thrones? Also, what's going
Yeah,
on,
it's
guys?
Normies is a soy game, dude. What do you mean? Normie games are soy games, synonymous.
The really?
Undertale. Yeah,
So
Undertale.
you
Omori.
what is you well though I don't know. All right, I think there's levels of this, right? Like let me get
Hell,
real.
what?
Okay, so there's levels. That's when we get into like
Yeah,
nerdy soy people.
yeah, yeah.
Nerdy soy people are the type that
Okay.
like you give them an insult, like they feel like it attacks their entire like ancestry line.
Yeah,
And
yeah, yeah.
so like here's the level. We have literal chads right up here. We
Yeah,
have
yeah, yeah.
like fleeting chads, and then we have
Okay, yeah.
normal people. These are people that think that Euphoria High is like the greatest thing ever to come out, which is what I think all like the girls are watching these days. I hear that shit all the time in my goddamn gym. Oh my gosh, did you see the latest season on this? Oh my god, that's so wonderful. Like, yes. Or they'll like come up to me like, "Oh my gosh, Prince, you ever see this? Have you ever seen like this Euphoria High? Like, oh my god, she's such a baddie. It's so really cool, isn't she?" And like, "Don't you like you're like really hip and stuff? Don't you like that?" And I look at her, I said, "No, sorry.
Bro,
I'd
that's a
rather
white
I
that's a white person country problem, dude. In like Asian countries, women don't approach men, dude, because they'd probably get like decapitated there, dude, or worse.
well,
Like
well
worse.
that
Can we talk
there
about that? Can I say worse? What do you think's gonna happen? Worse.
I don't know. Worse. I don't know. You can define it if you want. I don't care. Go for it, man. Go for it. What's
Well,
worse? What's worse?
depend. Well, which is worse, my friend? Having your, power, power versus what's that shit? Wait, what's that? I forgot everything is social studies. I've not been tamed. I'm not meant for the Western community. But what do you think is
How
worse?
dare
Getting
you?
fucking killed or
How
getting your fucking determination taken from you? Which one?
Oh, you mean you're getting your vigor and vitality destroyed
Yeah,
by an
you're getting your
enemy?
you're getting deathbed companion, but
Oh
forcefully.
no! Oh,
You're
dang
you're you're,
it!
you're forcefully getting a Baldurkin's blessing.
Oh no, man, that's rough. Yeah, that's literally what like I contend with. And you know what I told them? I told them I said no, I don't watch that shit. I'd rather look at men on Instagram that are like lifting heavy and working hard. And they go, "Oh." I'm like, "Yeah, you guys know who David Late is? Yeah, he's a good-looking guy. That's goals." I
uh,
tell them goals and they go, "Oh, okay." And it's like they like
don't talk to me.
I
It's
completely ruin their lady boner. It's so great.
it's the anniversary of Rich Panini's death.
It is the
Don't talk to
anniversary.
me.
Rest in
Ah,
peace,
that's
Rich.
you, dude.
Would I watch Thunder Force? Probably not.
What the fuck is
I
Thunder
I
Force?
think Power Rangers. Tokusatsu. Yeah,
Oh,
tokusatsu stuff.
Tokusatsu. I watch Toku, dude. Come on, man. It's
I
not Power. Oh, what is this shit? What is this shit, dude?
all
Don't
right,
call this
there's
Power Ranger. What is this?
it's the Western translation. What the hell's Thunder Force then, Gerald?
What is this?
What's Thunder Force? What is that?
Well,
What
I'm
are you
looking at this
implying
now.
here?
It looks like Mass Effect, but like all women.
Mass Effect all women?
Yeah.
Oh my. Well, that's why people play
Bro, this guy
Horizon
has
Dawn.
crab arms. This is disgusting. Why would you watch this?
It's a new movie with the bitch from. All right, you know what? I kind of I thought like the new Ghostbusters movie was actually a pretty campy, fun movie. That's what I thought it
Hey,
was. I don't know why
bro,
it
I,
got.
I didn't even watch that shit. Are you
I
kidding me?
You want to know why
You
I
spent
watched it?
you spent money to watch that. Well, yeah, why'd you watch that shit?
Because I watched it on a
Oh,
plane
okay.
flight. I
Well,
watched it on a plane flight, and I thought about it for a second. I'm like, yeah, you know, this actually isn't that bad.
it's okay. I like
Yeah,
both of
I
them.
actually like Chris Hemsworth's character in it the most. He's actually a kind of a lovable oaf. You know, you say it was, but
He's a
actually it really
himbo.
he's
He's a
like a him.
himbo.
He all right. So the gist of that movie is so like they all
Oh,
like are doing their Ghostbuster stuff in there,
yeah,
and
yeah.
they hire Chris Hemsworth to be kind of like eye candy in their secretary. And the problem is like he's like a complete dumbass, but it's like it works because he's a charming dumbass because he's a good looking guy, right? So if you have a good looking guy play a dopey dumbass, his like charisma and presence steals the spotlight, and so all the girls are like trying to like save him. It's pretty funny. So
Save him.
yeah, they actually end up saving him from being like possessed by the ghost, and he
Oh,
yeah, it's actually pretty well. I didn't see any propaganda. I thought that was great. Hey, there's
wholesome
Labia.
chungus.
How's that going? But so shit, we're going off
We're
topic on
going
Elden
off
Soy.
topic.
On Elden Soy, we're talking about propaganda in films.
Yeah, talking
I'm not a
about
film
why
critic.
it's soy. Okay,
Okay,
here's why it's soy. Here's why it's soy. So
okay.
basically, all right. It's gonna be one of those games where like literally people play like it's gonna be some people's first games, right? I wouldn't say first game. I don't know how to describe this. Basically, it'd be like Babby's first game that has like environmental exploration, environmental storytelling, or maybe Babby's first game with a high difficulty threshold, and it's gonna be like, oh yeah, this game is so deep and cool because it's the first time I've seen this. That's literally why it's soy. It's soy because it's how do I say? A lot of people who get into it, which no problem from this, honestly, tend to get into it purely from the hype and perhaps maybe enjoy it only because of the hype surrounding it rather than its actual game. You know what I mean?
Oh, you
That's
mean
why
the
it's so.
people
That's
that
my.
played it and they thought it was going to be like the greatest explorer game ever since like any Elder Scrolls game? And what do I think of the new Final Fantasy Stranger's Paradise? I think it's fucking cool as shit. It's
You
Neo
even play that
gameplay.
shit.
And I'm already hyped. I will buy it, Andy, and I will play it on my once like a fucking week streaming schedule. I will play it. Yeah, no, it's a fucking good game. Jack Garland is a cool ass character.
It looks like a good ass
And
game.
geez,
They
his
made a game for the boys. It's a man game.
yeah, listening to Limp Biscuit. See that?
Yeah.
What more do you want? He listens to fucking Fred Durst sing "Rollin' Rollin'," and yeah. So you're saying that the people that ended up buying it thought that it was going to be a very accessible game to newcomers, and they were going to have their very own adventure, role play in the world, walk by like a wall, and say, "As I'm walking by the wall, I feel my heart tremble before the yellow ooze and mist leaping from the room. I
It's
feel
like
a
half and
powerful
half, to be
force.
honest.
I feel a powerful force. Oh, like a bit past the fog wall. You know, when they're role
Uh,
playing like that, you're
oh
telling me
yeah,
that
the role
people,
playing, yeah.
and then they fight the boss, and then they get their asses kicked,
Oh,
and they
like,
go,
why is
"Oh,
this boss making me feel strong? Ah! That kind of
how?"
shit, dude.
Yeah. So how long did it take for you to beat your first boss?
Like, okay, literally, Margit took me fucking 8 hours, but like it was 8 hours, not because like, cause you've seen that video. I was fucking doing good, dude. It's literally like a fucking like what's it called? What do you call it? Level gap thing, dude. I got into the game. I was fucking fighting that guy, and what was that word? I could have gone back. I didn't do anything else. I didn't do any side content. I fucking beelined it for fucking the castle. That's why it's so
You
hard.
went straight from the
I
castle,
went
didn't?
straight for the castle. I was like, oh, wait a minute. I forgot this game was fucking open world. I forgot. I thought I was playing a fucking Dark Souls. So I just ran straight for the castle. Like I just followed the fucking graces straight to Margit, and then like he fucking cooked my ass, and I'm like, okay, this is a soul. I gaslit myself. Gaslit girl boss. This reminds me of any. Never mind. It's okay. I got gaslit and girl bossed. I did it to myself. Stockholm syndrome moment. I was like, maybe this boss is just hard. Maybe it's a skill level thing. This is a filter boss. So I just kept sitting there doing that, and it took me 8 hours, but I did it, and I'm proud of it. Okay.
It took you eight
Uh,
hours, and so now you
yeah.
can parry him. So, what do you think of the jumping mechanic?
I frankly I'm too stupid to use it, so I keep forgetting it's there. I'm not used to it, so I don't think it's like what. I haven't used it too much, but I've seen people do some pretty awesome shit where they like it's like a gap closer basically that fixes a lot of like Dark Souls shit. You can do some pretty cool parries of it, so you're kind of cooler. But I haven't used it because it feels clunky to me because I'm too stupid. I'm too locked into the Dark Souls way. I'm like an idiot.
I started like I at first when I was playing it, I was just like, damn, I'm like this is so stupid. Like I don't need the
You're gonna make
jump.
this game so easy, giving me a jump. Ah,
Yeah, and
poise.
then
Yeah, it's basically it.
the game has no poise. You can't do heavy armor builds and expect poise like in Dark Souls 1. But
Oh,
then
real?
again,
I haven't even tried, dude.
Dark Souls 1 had like backstab whiffing though, where you
Oh
literally
yeah,
had to
yeah,
be at a
yeah.
very specific, like it didn't even have to be a specific angle. You could be like to the slightly right on their side and you would get a backstab. It was really funny when you just backstab
Oh
fish.
yeah, they fucking like magnetize themselves to you and backstab. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, that
they,
shit,
they
that
they
shit, that
could
shit's
be
good.
at some weird angle in front of you, and because of net lag, you just see them like just transport right behind you, and just backstab you, and you see your health bar just going. You're like, how the fuck did that happen? I rolled. But
It's
I
a good
I think the
mechanic, dude.
jumping mechanic was actually I actually find myself abusing it quite a bit. There's some bosses in there that I end up kind of jumping when they like hit
Oh
the ground, and I just
yeah, yeah,
completely
like
dodge it,
stomps.
and
They
now I'm
love
get
stomps in this game.
oh fuck, this is the boss patterns in Elden Ring. It's slow attack, fast 2 hits, wind up slow, in you it's like 5 second wind up, hit, and then immediately a stomp. I've noticed
It's
that
like
that's most boss
exactly. You're
fights.
actually. It's actually pretty fucking accurate. There's like what's it called? The ones I've noticed where it's like it's gonna be like what like an 8 hit combo. It looks like it's 3 hits, but it's actually 8 hits. He just keeps going on after he fucking does the last like big hit. Then the stomp, it's like if you're too fucking close to the guy, he will fucking like step on your ass kind of shit.
Yeah,
That's
so
good. I feel like that's gonna make them lazy and like move design where there's gonna be every enemy has a fucking like shockwave stomp. Like every enemy does have one. Like the fucking what do you call those guys? Earth tree spirits.
oh yeah,
The
you mean undead, you mean asylum demons?
oh yeah, the silent demons. Yes, yeah, exactly.
They're literally
They
reskinned.
literally it's like yeah.
They
They got
took they
fat
took
ass, the axe.
they literally took the asylum not even his Dark Souls 3 like degraded part where he like shoots out rubble at you
Oh
or
yeah, yeah. He's
picks you
like
up.
sad. Yeah, yeah,
They
yeah.
literally picked the Dark Souls 1 asylum boss 1 asylum demon, and then they made him have scarlet rot and like some gimmicky shit, and then
Yeah, I
that's
think.
it.
Oh, okay, no, that's another one. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And
That's like the
that's
fucked up
it.
one.
I was going up against him and I said, like, come on, from like, did you really have to do this? It's like I've played these stupid games so much that I can't see them as ulcerated tree spirit or whatever. They're all
You
they
can't
are
see
to
them as a
me.
fucking elderly enemy.
Yeah, I don't see them as Elden Ring enemies. I go, oh look, it's an asylum demon. It's they have their big fucking mallets. They
Oh
hit
shit, Hollow
everywhere.
Soldier,
Yeah, that's
Silver
it.
Knight. Oh my god.
So you're telling me, so now that you've beaten Margit, do you feel that like portion of that game now that because he's a filter boss, don't you feel that he's really damn easy now?
I actually see it's like everything's pretty much parryable. I didn't think it was a hard boss from the start. It was just like I'm very sure if I had more health, I would roll him. Like if I sit on hindsight, it's just like, oh yeah, this guy, what is the guy? This guy kind of admit he's bad, but it's like literally, I'm 100% sure if I fucking did side content and I came to him before I mean, if I came to him after side content without fucking knowing him for the first time, I would have just rolled him because he's a pretty basic boss. He does like the generic like, oh, you're supposed to roll the correct time. Uh-oh, he's moving a bit faster now. You can't be spam rolling. He can catch you with this thing. Uh-oh, like he does a lot of that basic shit. So I don't think he's hard at all, honestly. It's just like he just has a fucking like fucked up stats for when you get to him.
And then
But
you
that's
have
my opinion.
babies that don't explore. The whole point of him being there is so he can stop you. And basically, if you get your ass whiffed by him, or you don't want to be like Zwei and like learn his boss
Be like a
pattern,
literal fucking autist, be like,
eight
wait a
hours,
minute.
8 hours straight of just learning this pattern like a speedrunner, all the frames of it, then you go out and you explore. Like in my playthrough on my stream, I killed him in like 4 whiffs of the Moonveil. I was being
Oh,
I
damn, you have
was
movie by that? Wait, wait, you're so much further than I was when I had him. I literally came in with like fucking starting gear. I had like the fucking like I picked up a sword from one of those fucking like stupid motherfuckers from the undead encampments. I can't even call them undead. They're fucking tarnished. The fucking like tarnished knights, whatever the fuck they're called. I picked up a sword from them. That was the best weapon I had. No, it was the S talk. I just used the S talk.
yeah,
Oh my god, dude.
I literally came in there at level 40 and I just completely
Holy
massacred
shit.
him.
Holy
I
shit.
literally massacred him. I'm just like pew, pew, pew. And now I can just like stagger and whiff things with it because I think the patch didn't did the patch.
Did they touch Margit? Why did they touch Margit? He's
No, no,
not a...
they didn't touch Margit. The patch touched the Moonveil, but
Oh
what
yeah, yeah, yeah,
they
yeah.
only touched it for making its staggering capabilities, not so much. Which I don't get that. I feel like
Uh-huh.
they shouldn't have touched any of the weapons. They should have just buffed other things up. But
That's like the fucking like Souls like blockhead idea. It's like, oh man, I think they should make everything stronger to make everything else weaker. It's like that's what you're saying right now, my friend.
pretty much, like I don't know. I The one thing I will say was when they were like buffing up, like debuff the mimic. It was so
Yeah.
funny because I know that people were cheesing the entire game with Hoarfrost Stomp in the mimic
Oh,
tiers.
I don't even know where to get those things, dude. I'm like too stupid. Like, I literally don't explore. Like I'm too stupid. I just like I see a fucking thing on a map and it's like there's literally nothing there. That's just fucking environmental storytelling. My brain
Environment.
like blocks everything. Literally,
Have
that
you
temple
rolled?
is placed here to tell a story.
I have okay, so I have to go get to the ending. So I have to go this linear path. So you're treating the game linearly, basically. So
It's
you're
exactly that until I realized, oh yeah, you're supposed to like go around and do shit, like collect items. I just got Moonveil at a tender level of fucking level 88, dude.
I killed that stupid magma worm on stream. I got right up in his asshole and I was just whiffing him with my Uchi katana. I was a prisoner. Yo, you saw my starting class. I was a prisoner.
Yeah, yeah,
I
you're a prisoner.
Yeah, like only prisoners play the man in the iron mask. Prisoners is the
Yeah,
best
everyone's playing
class.
prison now, dude. It's like the meme class. I picked him as well.
Yeah, why
And turns
wouldn't
out
you?
he's fucking good. He's like a rune knight. He's like badass.
Yeah,
He's a
he
Griffith,
is.
dude.
He's got the fucking little mask going on
Yeah,
and
yeah. I've been role playing, dude. I've got in. I realized you could change your appearance and respec. And I was like, okay, yeah, I'm role playing Griffith now. And fucking change my fucking disgusting fucking like gray skin, concave face, fucking like fucking Ichitosis looking fucking like prisoner character to like a fucking like himbo, long hair, fucking male male god Adonis guy.
and now what you got to
I'm being fucking yeah,
I can't
yeah.
believe you're going the berserk reference route. Did you know that
Oh no.
did you know that there's every single reference in Elden Ring is a berserk reference?
Oh no.
You know what it's
I
like?
can't believe that's crazy. The big swords? Oh my god, I didn't see it till now. Holy shit, dude, you're crazy. No
You know
way.
what kind of bugs me? I feel like the this is a berserk reference in Dark Souls games are completely like overused. it's like just because like there's like one like guts reference or something, or like there's a
Yeah.
direct thing, they think that it's immediately berserk. I think that they're looking way too into it.
I think it's like dark fantasy has been a thing for a while. Uh I can see I can see why people think everything's like a little Dark Souls a Berserk reference, but it's kind of like here's the serious take is that like oh shit, I think it detracts from it perhaps could detract from the game itself. Where everyone's like oh this game's just a fucking like Berserk made into video game, which is clearly not. It has influences, but it's clearly not. And thematically, you could say it is similar, finding the fucking light in the fucking what's it called? It's finding the fucking what's that bullshit? What's that fucking stupid ass sin? The white man sin? Uh
The white man saying.
yeah, what the white man say? The fucking silver linings about finding a silver lining in the fucking cloud or some shit. It's
Yeah,
basically same. Yeah,
Cloud Sword is a berserk reference. Did you know that any big
exactly.
sword is a berserk reference?
You know, fucking literally, what is it called? The Dark Knight Final Fantasy class. That's a reference. Did you know fucking what's it called? What's as a berserk reference, dude? Fuck, I don't know. I was going for a bit, but I lost it. I
Ronnie's
lost
the
it.
Did you know that Ronnie's a berserk reference?
Fuck's Ronnie.
Wait, have you not met the blue doll witch girl?
Oh, Ronnie. You say
Yeah,
Ronnie, dude.
yeah,
You
Ronnie.
said Ronnie, yeah.
Ronnie,
You know Ronnie, hey Ronnie, it's a she's the douche, you know, she's a tiny. Can we do that? Just make fucking Italian words. Can we do that?
Yeah, you can make Italian words like sprezzatura.
Hey,
That's the name for that in Italy. It's where you make your own style of things.
hey,
Sprezzatura.
it's my cousin Morgot. Hey.
Did you know that Morgott is a berserk reference too in Elden Soy?
Oh yeah, reference to what's his name? What's that guy? His name is a reference to Zod, right? He's an
Yeah,
apostle, right?
he is. He's an apostle. He's a reference to
Yeah,
Zod. So it's your job as basically the guts character
yeah.
to
And
ride
cut his
him,
horn off.
yeah, cut
Yeah,
his horn off, and then
and
go
get the
down.
lightning sword thing. Yeah,
Mm-hmm. You get the lightning
so cool
sword.
based.
And did you know that Renala in Lake Luceria, she's a berserk reference too?
Oh, she reference to the fucking cast core, the dumb,
Yeah, she
what's it
is.
called? Tomboy GF, brown skin tomboy GF.
Yeah, she's a cask. She's a Casca reference. Did you also know that that the Erd tree is a reference to
Oh, Falconia.
yeah,
Okay, okay, we're going deep in this one, dude.
no,
Where's the
everything.
Game of Thrones? Where's the Game of Thrones references?
There's none. It's only berserk.
Really?
Yeah, no.
Other than it being fucking too long or some shit, I don't know. Is that a
The
reference?
only reference in from George R. R. Martin is that there's some lineage and there's a fight for the throne.
Oh, and they all have same. They all have same names.
Yeah, there's a fight for the throne, and he makes the names Godric, Godwin, and Godfrey.
Yeah.
That's the
Duh.
George R. R. Martin type of lore through that he's doing.
You
So,
see, this is the difference between Asian storytelling and Western storytelling. Western people love alliteration. That's not alliteration, but you know what I mean. It's the same shit, right?
mhm,
They love that shit. Letter games. Give them more. Feed them that.
you guys should do it.
Uh,
We're literally doing this. We're reviewing this game. I'll tell you my
amazing. Yeah,
experience with
yeah,
this. Why? So, I journeyed. I admit
yeah,
it.
yeah,
This
yeah.
will be the whole.
You went the lands between. Yeah,
I'll admit it. My blind playthrough that I'm gonna forever say is blind that I'm playing on here. It's
yeah, yeah,
yeah, George R. R. Martin is in the studio with us right now. We're writing. He's right here to Zwei's
yeah,
arm, and we're just chilling out with him.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I almost have all the achievements unlocked. Yeah, no way, Femi. A weather report. So I have literally all of the achievements except for one ending, which I'm gonna save for stream. Completely like
Oh,
all done.
okay, okay.
I have played that game to death,
Yeah, yeah,
and let me tell you a little bit about it. So the exploration, the horseback riding, it's great, fantastic. I like it.
yeah, yeah.
The bosses, pretty strong now. However,
The bosses. Yeah, okay. I think I know what you're gonna say. Yeah, yeah. Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
however, if there's at the end of the game, so I think this was their intention, but there is a boss. Her name is
Yeah, yeah.
Millennia,
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah.
and she's the Valkyrie girl that you see. And if she has this one attack that if you aren't spec'd for it, or if you go in under leveled, it will one shot you every time. And the thing is, She doesn't give an indication on when her frames start up. You could be
Uh,
midway attacking her and she goes up in the air and you're pretty much, if you're too close, you're dead. But what the game is trying to tell you is by that time, you should literally be absolutely perfect at like being ready to dodge.
just dodge everything on reaction.
So what
Yeah.
you're supposed to do with that dodge, you're supposed to book it running opposite direction with her. She comes towards you, you then dodge towards and then unlock, run forward and keep running and then she won't touch you.
What?
You have to, if you execute all of that, you won't get whiffed in one shot.
What the fuck, dude?
I actually dodged this. I was getting, oh, okay. So she was, I've beaten every single one of these games. Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 1, Demon
Damn, you
Souls,
finished Dark Souls 2? That game's not the best. Haha.
Dark Souls 2. Dark Souls 2 is a bad Souls game. It's a good game in its own right. It's not a bad game. It's just it every enemy feels like you're stabbing sponge and you feel like you're going to slip and
Yeah.
fall off. But but yeah, no, it's I've beaten that game, beaten all the DLCs. I even beat the gang squad without any
Holy
summons or any help
shit.
in the Sunken
Okay.
King. I even beat that. And the difference with the gang squad versus like Melania or something is the gang squad is definitely unfair. But Melania is like, if you remove her move that she does with her one shot whiff and or when she gets in her second stage, if you don't like dodge perfectly, she is like, if they took out those moves, she would be the easiest boss in the game because you can parry her too. I was,
Oh,
yeah, you can parry her. It
okay.
takes 3 parries to get a riposte on her. So you
Three
parry,
parries.
but the thing is, she's aggressive, so she'll attack you fast. So
Oh,
you'll,
she keeps swinging shit. Okay, I
yeah,
see.
she
I see.
spams. She's a spammer. So you'll get those riposte easy. So if you go for like a bleed build, she would probably just melt. But
Ah, yeah.
so if you actually look it up, so many people were having trouble with her. They go just like, oh, she's bullshit, she's bullshit. Now on my other character, I was using, I was power stancing katanas because I'm a G,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I was just ripping her to shreds. They're actually her first phase, I would just bleed her all the way down to like 0 health before she'd even jump up and telegraph her move. But then the second phase, I would get too cocky, and so she'd do her little she does this teleporting attack where she tries to use Scarlet Rot on you and just murder
Okay,
you that
yeah.
way. The same thing how she did to my boy Radon. And so she does that. And then I would get cocky, and then she would one shot me with like a little attack. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
boss wise, is she unfair?
No, I don't think so, right? If I mean, maybe the fucking like souls poisoning my brain, but it's like I genuinely think if they give you like a way out of it,
The thing
it's
is,
probably fine, right?
it's like you have to do frame perfect dodging to get out of it.
But it is like
Otherwise,
the end game boss though, so literally like I don't see the
yeah,
problem.
yeah, it is. I played her again on my on another character, and I just, oh man, I murdered her so fast. I so my other character, oh yeah, so I guess another thing too is, so what other people are complaining about the bosses is they all have a slow second startup and attack,
No, but that's
and
like a classic. That's like a classic move though. To be honest, that's not. I don't think that's a big deal, right?
no, not
That's
so.
like saying it's like the enemy's punishing me for not being tardy. That's like,
Yeah,
well, what do they want?
like
You know what I mean?
it is, but I've noticed that with the bosses is they really try to go, they're like really streamlining their boss development on Bloodborne bosses where they're very fast and they can just
Yeah,
jump
yeah,
around the entire map.
yeah. And they all rush at you. They swing far. They swing wide and far. And they do a lot of weird berserker swings.
Oh yeah. And another spoiler for the end boss. So it's obviously it's a two-phase fight, but the end boss is literally, so I actually will say this. I think it's thematically a good boss, but it can kind of be bullshit every now and then. When I'm like whiffing to like kill it immediately, the thing will transport all the way on the opposite map and it will start spamming stuff at you. Like it spams. It's like, oh, Teehee, you're over on the opposite map. I'm just gonna just spread my glitter all over you. And you're just like, oh, you son of a bitch. And you're trying so hard to just like get up, and you get like 2 or 3 hits, and then it goes up in the sky and it starts spamming spells at you. So that was, I don't know. I'd have to replay that boss a little bit more, but so far not really too big of a fan. I thought the first phase of that boss fight was pretty decent because it
Yeah,
forces you
yeah.
to use it. A lot of these bosses force you to use the jump mechanic, and I think a lot of
Yeah,
people that are
yeah. They
getting
want you to use it, but it's like if you're not used to it,
mm-hmm,
you kind of don't use it. Like for me, it's I literally my only brain thought was like, oh, I can roll into him as he does the fucking stomp. I
roll
can
into
dodge the
him.
shockwave. I roll into him and he does the stomp and just hit him. That's why I'm doing. That's why I'm always like fucked up. Where it's like, oh, I'm rolling into him instead of away from the shockwave. Because if you roll away from the stomp, you get hit by the shockwave, right? So I roll into him, I avoid the shockwave and beat his ass. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So
So
that's why like, I'm always in such a fucking like precarious situation. I'm always in front of the fucking boss.
and the thing that like gets me too is I now think of the average, the moniker why this game has soy in it, and
Yeah.
I completely understand. There's a character, his name is the Dung Eater, and he, I
Oh, the
think,
shit eater.
yeah,
Poopy poop.
he's literally the anagram for the typical
Yes.
Reddit Souls fan. Like he is it. Like he is everything. He has Solaire's Jolly Cooperation on there, and every single person on Reddit I know is like in this is a sun quote unquote bro.
Son, bro.
They're all a sun bro, and they go, "I love Jolly Cooperation, guys. I role play in my Elden Ring," and so I always view that as like a middle finger that Miyazaki's giving to them for kind of making his games be the way they are. So he's basically calling them a bunch of shit eaters. And
uh,
but the hilarious thing is Spirit Ash summons kind of do break the bosses. It's really
yeah,
funny.
they do stagger a lot of bosses, but it's like I feel like for the bosses in this game, there are enough bosses where they're just like where they don't feel like bosses. They just feel like elite enemies with big health bars. That like I honestly just don't care of like what like I don't want to fight the fucking Leonine. What's his name? Leonine the Misbegotten for the fucking like, eighth time, right? Like sort of pain in the ass. So just summon the wolves and let them run in his ass. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I didn't summon on him. He's incredibly susceptible to bleed, so you just it shreds his health.
Yeah.
This is what I get. This is what I get for picking Katana early. See, that's what my first character was. Just pure, just
Here, easy mode, bleed.
yeah, easy mode bleed, and it didn't get nerfed. And there's other amulets and shit. But you know the other thing. So besides the gameplay, which I understand how it can filter out so many people and how people are getting so butt mad and butt frustrated about it. See, that's part of what makes it the soy game of the year. Is so you have people that go, I've played so and so Souls
Oh yeah,
games.
yeah. This is the Souls veteran.
Uh,
Thank you for your service, right?
Yes. Thank you for your service, Souls veteran. You've done your part. You've told us that you've beaten all the other games
Thank you for
before.
telling me you've played this game that can be beaten if you put a little bit of time into it. You just
Hmm.
don't rage quit.
And the other portion too is I guess the story. It's I gotta say, so story wise, yeah, Bloodborne shits on all of them. It's
Uh,
not even a fair comparison. I think it's a meme because I know which areas that like George R. Martin wrote
work
because
on.
because if it sounds just like Game of Thrones, you know it's that he put his input there. That's like literally him. He did the
He
world.
definitely fucking written the Midsummer area. You know that place with the fucking like exploding dudes and the ladies dancing.
Hmm. He
I think
wrote
he wrote any area of a fucking ritual in it. There's like you know those what do you call those motherfuckers? The horn dudes and they're like stomping the ground in front of the Mausoleum.
yeah, the Omen. Anything that involves massive killing or like anything that has any type of say homoeroticism to it, George R. Martin definitely wrote that in. I mean, that's just how he is. That's how he is as a writer. And he wrote all the boss characters. He wrote the basic world building of it, and then everything else is just from software. And then you just wonder, like, did they just put his name on it so they can get
Just sort of
advertising
sell
power?
it.
Yeah,
That's pretty good.
I think they did that. Now, the other thing is there's NPC quests that were uncompleted. So they gave us an unfinished game and then later
Oh,
patched.
really?
They
Is it
did.
unfinished?
They gave an unfinished game with certain NPC quest lines that weren't patched together and they ended up kind of patching them. and just
Oh,
recently actually. So it's like there are NPC quests that you go down their line. Man, I'm spoiling the shit out of you because I know you're not. I know you haven't like beaten this game to Kingdom Come like I
I'm
have.
still fucking yeah, I'm still fucking at Radan, dude. I'm taking it slow.
You're at.
I fucking killed Radan.
Did you beat him?
I beat him. He was like,
How
the
many?
Radan's not hard. Again, again people gonna be like, oh, this guy is fucking. When I mean he's bad at video games, it's like Radan's not that hard, but he's just logistically obnoxious because he fucking swings the camera around all sorts of places when you do anything. So it's
He
like, I literally cannot see what this motherfucker is doing because I can't see his arms when he's swinging. 'Cause he's
Ri-
just running around.
he so when you first fight him, you're encouraged to summon. Now the
Yeah,
big problem is that those sometimes the summons will hinder you because it'll make his AI wonky and he'll
yeah,
do
yeah,
his
yeah,
swing attacks. And the thing is, it's not directed at you. So unless you know his boss pattern really well, you're gonna die.
yeah,
And so
exactly.
after I was frustrated with him my first time, and then now through my second time, I'm just like, oh man, you are so easy. I don't even summon anybody on the field. I haven't gotten up to him in my other playthrough. I'm definitely getting the one of the secret endings on that one, but
Oh, okay.
I played him again. Actually, I fought him earlier today before I went into my business, my diplomacy business,
Oh,
and
okay.
I killed him before he could go jump up in the air and like hail mary you with his comet.
Oh, I was gonna do that. I fucking like me and the fucking like me and the fucking summon boys were fucking running on his ass, fucking beating him, and like we got him to say like phase two. He was like kneeling down, and we staggered him while he was doing that, and we were fucking running his ass, and he was at 20% health. He jumped up, and the fucking meteor killed my ass while he was at 20% fucking health. It made me so fucking sad, dude. I thought
You're
I found like a cool cheese way. I was gonna make like a soy video, be like, wow, look at this easy Radan tactic. You just simply had to stagger him. Like I was gonna make a soy fucking video, dude. It's gonna be good.
you were so close to getting your soul's glory. You were
Ah,
so
I'm so
close,
sad.
but you got it taken
So
away from
sad.
you. Oh, that's okay.
Yeah.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised you didn't summon your horsey to run away.
The horse is like I don't again, it's probably because I'm not my brain's too fucking hard for this shit, but it's like I don't really like using the horse combat. It feels like it doesn't feel fun. I don't know. I don't like it feels hard to aim, it's clunky. You can't really do there's no flow to it. I don't know. Maybe I'm playing it wrong. I don't know. I don't like the horse combat.
I
Riding's okay, but
I got used to it. I actually use the horse when I go take down dragons.
oh, for real? What
Yeah,
the fuck?
I will gallop over to them and I'll have my mouth open and I'll go, oh my heck and heck, I can't believe I'm fighting a dragon on horseback. This is what George
Oh,
R. R.
I'm
Martin
annoyed.
this is what George R. R. Martin would want. And
Oh,
so I would just do that and I just whiff at them and then they would take so many hits they eventually would just drop down and I'd be able to riposte them and they're dead. Yeah, it does because they like to do stuff. The dragons AI in this game are so stupid. They're such stupid creatures. They will like pretty much what Arthur said. They have this is their AI in a nutshell. Stomp, tail slurp,
and the dive, right?
blow
They don't do the
fire,
dive.
and dive. That's it. And if you do this with a horse, it trivializes them
That's true, actually.
because
The
you're
dive is like only hard thing to dodge, kinda.
and when they do their stomp, do you want to know what you do with your horse? You jump
You
up
just
in the
jump.
you jump in the air because you can jump in this game. All the stomp attacks, the whiffs that they do with that, you can just jump. Like
Yeah,
there's a
yeah.
boss fight near the end where it literally turns into fucking Senator Armstrong from Metal Gear Rising. I kid you not, and it's just like such an aggressive boss fight. And I was thinking, I'm like, I have the power of jumping. And I would just do these jump attacks. And the best thing about jump attacks is they're like the jump attacks in Dark Souls when you jump off a ledge. They do extra damage.
The plunging attack. Yeah,
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 and
yeah.
so I was abusing that. I would dodge, roll, plunge, dual with my dual wielding katanas, hit, a bleed would take in, half, and he's dead.
Ugh. Ugh. I don't know. I feel like I'm not gonna say jumps ruin the game, but it's also like I can tell next time they make another game, they're going to like probably dial it down a little, right? Make the jumps a bit harder to do.
Now I think they're gonna be. I think oh, so DLC. But in my opinion, what makes this a Souls game is already it's literally like the mid-level kind of nerd type of characteristic of the undercut, obviously the stereotypical black rim glasses,
Oh yeah,
undercut, all
yeah,
that.
yeah,
You definitely know they're like all playing that. They're taking their man crates with their beard oil, saying, "Oh man, I can't wait to jolly co-op in my Souls game."
yeah.
Uh, and that's what really makes this like the soy game of the year. They're like loving it up over here, and they're like they're role playing in the world. And the thing is
Oh,
I
I'm tarnished. Yeah.
it makes me have secondhand feeling bad that I'm enjoying the game because I don't my brain doesn't want me to enjoy the game because of this the way that I am.
What the
That
fuck?
that's exactly how my irony poison is. My is why I am so irony poisoned that if I show an ounce of sincerity, my brain will attack it and it will
Bro, you're
say,
toxic. It's toxic, bro. You gotta fix that, dude. What do you mean toxic, dude?
That's it's really funny. So I have some enjoyment out of something like this, but if I know that there's like this characteristic attached to this, then it'll be like, oh gosh, I can't. I gotta make fun of it. I can't sincerely enjoy it.
Oh no, I've gotta be counterculture. I have to.
Yeah, I got to do that. So then my brain turns me into it attacks the sincerity of it. And then I trick myself by telling, "Oh, that's okay. I can just be ironic playing this game. Then I can enjoy it." And so then I play it going, "Wow, this game is so epic. It's so great. It's everything I've ever
You
wanted."
ironically ironic. That's how far your irony runs, dude. You're ironically ironic, bro. It's too late. It's all you're in deep, bro.
Oh,
It's no way out.
dude, I'm terminal. The moment that I was left on my computer at a young exploitable age is the moment that I realized that my brain would forever be a toxic wasteland like the Caelid Wilds.
Oh, the fucking mushrooms and shit, dude.
Yeah, that's
And you got
that. Did you know that so another wild thing too? There's an attack that didn't get nerfed. It's called the Scarlet Rot, and you could
oh
whiff.
yeah, yeah.
If you use that attack on bosses, you can literally cheese them because
That's
everything
like
is.
poison, right?
Oh, it's toxic. It's toxic from the Souls games.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and you can cheese them. You can cheese the bosses so easily. You know who's really susceptible to Scarlet Rot? You want to know who?
It's gonna be Radon, isn't he?
Radon is. Isn't that funny?
Oh,
You could probably kill him if you set it up just right. You can probably kill him in one go. There's
it's like
also
yeah.
yeah,
Oh wait, sorry, yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
There's
No, it's like I hear all these like fucked up all these fucked up like tactics of all these cool weapons, but it's like literally I've been using the fucking great EP for maybe how many like for maybe 85% of the game I played so far. I've just been using the fucking great EP. Like that's all. I had no idea any of these fucking cool weapons existed until like I literally had to search up how to get into weapon in fucking Elden Ring.
so do you agree with the complaint that the NPCs weren't marked on the map and that quest lines lead to nowhere? Do you think that the people that were getting really upset and
Uh
angry about that, do you think they were justified, or do you feel like they haven't played an actual like Souls game? And do you think that's
I
like a
feel like for Elden Ring, it's a bit excusable because it is kind of fucking massive, right? And like these guys can literally be anywhere. So like when they have an NPC to move somewhere else, it's like where the fuck do I go now? And there's some like really obnoxious shit that I know as well, where it's like you know what's it called? What's his name? The fucking the Rani quest line.
yes? Oh, I know that quest line very well.
The Rani quest line is like literally the guy fucking Blight is like, oh, time to go fucking north where the meteor landed. It's like literally where the fuck is that? It's like. Where the fuck is that? It's north of Caelid? North where? So it is like well, I can understand that complaint, but I also don't know. I feel like the characters tend to also if they don't move around, they're just like anywhere. You know what I mean? If they don't move around, they're like here, and it's also like if they're talking about oh NPCs aren't discoverable, I think that's their own fault probably because they're not exploring enough maybe.
And so my defense to that for the game is you're kind of the game is basically telling you, not like a Horizon or an Ubisoft game. The game is essentially telling you, explore this fucking game. You're not supposed
Yeah,
to.
pretty
They
much.
don't.
No, it's supposed to rush through the story and shit.
They don't want the. I think what they intended is they didn't want you to beat it in like 2 hours, like a
Yeah,
speed run. They wanted
yeah.
people to actually have a video game where they could sit down and go through multiple playthroughs with and
Oh yeah,
say,
Ma immersion.
yes, and they wanted you to go through multiple playthroughs and they wanted you to kind of discover new things and be like, really? I was supposed to do that? Oh, dang it.
No
Now I know.
way.
Yeah,
But there's a lot of stupid bullshit as well. Are you here today? There's like some walls you had to hit like 50 times before the walls go down.
really. I
It's
didn't
like
know about
literally
that.
how the fuck were you supposed to know that? Other than like you've been mindlessly picking at a wall like dung eater smashing his head against it. Like you literally have to be role playing really hard, right? To actually do that shit. You know what I mean?
Oh yes. So you have to literally be saying, "Oh, I see thine walls
Yeah.
upon the grace. I hit at them, sprawling around. Oh,
It's gonna
secret
be more like
entrance."
let me out, Ugh, must let me out, wall, like shit like that. Like you've got to be a little fucking like bungo, like you gotta be like Iron Tarkus kind of guy, like you're losing your brain, like you gotta be role playing like hollow the character.
Yeah, that's like I will say that yes. There's like three areas in the game that there's no way in hell people would have figured out what to do if like you
Yeah,
didn't find if the internet didn't exist.
I
Um,
spoiled myself on this, and I do know the fucking Moonlight Greatsword thing has one really bullshit thing exactly like that that you would not know
what is it?
unless
Say it.
the fucking coffin thing.
Oh,
It sounds like literally you would not know unless you looked it up or unless you like meticulous in interacting with everything. Like how would you have known? You know what I mean? Like
but
there are some really obtuse shit like that.
they want you to interact with it. That's the game design.
That
Like,
is, but it's also like how meticulous can you be? You know what I mean? Like
mhm.
literally, there's also stuff in the environment where it's like this is just like I said, like this is literally environmental storytelling. Your brain is like, okay, yeah, this was here to like create a fucking scene. Like
See,
how would I know? You know what I
I
mean?
did this all on my own, why? Because I'm an environmental scientist.
Oh, okay,
I
okay.
looked at the game and I told it I said I told him I said we need to think about green energy sources. And then you know what it did? Everything opened up to me. I was just given
Oh,
just a pathway to success.
reuse, and renew. Holy shit,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah. I did
Yeah,
the
making
whole
use of all the assets there.
I did. And what's crazy to me is that there are also some dungeons that you will never ever find if you didn't look it up. So I
Yeah.
feel like it's a game too where they probably cram so much stuff. You know, I don't know how to feel too about the reusing of a lot of bosses in some of the smaller dungeons. I feel like that's I feel
Some are okay, like the Black Knives guys. That's like a lore reason, so it's like kind of like okay for in my opinion. But it's also like like I said again, I'm sick of seeing fucking like Leonin.
Leonide miss, you know, so he actually shows up as a regular enemy later in the game.
Yeah, I
So
can tell.
you'll be seeing him a lot.
It's like some of the enemies, like what I think at the very least, if they're going to become bosses, they should at least have a advanced form, you know what I mean? Like maybe at least give him a fucking special design or special move set instead of just fucking 1-to-1 Capra demoning him into a fucking normal enemy, you know what I mean?
They're turning every area into the fucking bed of chaos arena.
But yeah, better chaos,
Yeah,
god.
you know what? That's the game. This game only has one gimmick boss fight.
It's bed of chaos. Oh no.
No, it's not like the bed of chaos. I don't think, you know what? I don't think we'll ever get a boss fight like that. That's actually another thing. At least in Dark
I
Souls,
cheesed that fight by the way. I didn't fight that guy. I didn't fight him properly. I like
I would
what's the name? Witcher Chaos was it? I fucking no, I
bed of
remember his name.
chaos.
Fucking Better Chaos. Yeah, I fought it. I did a fucking save scum thing where you close the game and it
Oh,
teleports you directly back and you just run to it.
I don't blame anybody for not doing that. Like that's there's no way you're playing obstacle course with that fucking thing when it's
It's
swiping at you
such
left.
an unfun boss. It's like,
Yeah.
ugh.
What's funny is in Demon Souls and Dark Souls 1, they have like these gimmick boss fights where like in Demon Souls you had the phalanx and you were supposed to use like fire bombs to kill a majority of them off because they're really susceptible to it.
Oh yeah,
Or
yeah.
they have like the Judicator fight where it's like this fucking bird on top of this fat like this big body, this fat body, and you're supposed to aim at the little tiny bird at top so you can get a headshot. There's gimmick fights like that in Dark Souls 1 and Demon Souls. And then by the time Dark Souls 3 rolled around in Bloodborne, there were no more gimmick fights like that. And I know that Elden Ring, though, has actually, no, Dark Souls 3 did out of a gimmick fight. It was Yorm, where you're supposed to use
Oh,
the
the
Storm
fucking
Ruler.
Stormbringer.
Yeah, Storm Ruler, just like in Demon Souls, gimmick fight. But you
That's
can,
like a roleplay fight. I mean, I can forgive that one. That's like a story one. It's kind of cool, right?
yeah, or you could just You can just whiff at his legs.
Yeah.
But in Elden Ring, Bloodborne didn't actually have a fight like that either.
I
No.
mean that around Bloodborne, that was like what's it called? That was when they were how do I say working on the combat mechanics.
Yes.
So I can see why they wouldn't put a fucking gimmick boss in because at that time they were like, okay, we really gotta make this like you really gotta bring this combat to the forefront of the game
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
because like
it's
we've been working on it, and like even in Dark Souls 3, I'm very sure they're like, okay, we've perfected the combat for like our vision of combat has been like pretty much perfected now, so let's bring it to the forefront and have everybody like enjoy this shit because literally everybody's like, oh yeah, Dark Souls combat mechanics very good, very good. So I'm pretty sure like even that's just like being given to them if that makes sense.
mm-hmm. They did do that. And then Elden Ring came out. Elden Ring only has one gimmick boss fight, but every single boss has these 5 billion hit combos.
A
And
slow wind up hit. It
oh
takes
yeah,
5 months to come out. The fucking stomp.
the stomp, the you're close to them. And okay, there's actually something really funny. So the Godslayer boss fights that they have in the
Oh
game,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
they actually will throw black flame at you when you try to drink your little flask.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. They have good AI in this. Even Margit, what's his name? Yeah, Margit throws like knives at you if you drink.
Yeah, it's kind of a bastard little move. It's just like, did you just do that to me? Like, I can't take my sanity.
That's like a, it's like a, that's immersion, dude. You think they're gonna let you do that in real life? You think PvP, the guy's gonna let you drink? They're gonna like cast fucking Swift Glintstone at you while you're drinking, bro. Loretta's Great Bow, you're out. You're done. You're fucked.
Well, you this is what PvP was before the patch. Everybody had Hoarfrost Stomp, you'd invade, and then all they would do is just spam their little ice attack, and it has such range, and they could spam it so fast. You would
It's
get caught
awful.
up in it. You'd see your health go from half to dead in like seconds. It was really funny. And then the moon,
Awful.
then
Yeah.
I had somebody invade me when I was using the Moon Veil. I was just using it to test out its moveset, and then this guy invades me, and then I weapon arted him to death, and it just tracked
Oh,
every single one of his rolls. I'm just like, man, he's
it's
probably
so
so
sad.
he's probably so fucking pissed off.
I honestly think like what's it called? Gimmick PvP is kind of funny, but I know people who fucking hate like PvP scumming.
Oh, they
But
know
like
they
they
get
hate PvP in general, so there's that.
they get so upset. See, the thing is, if we didn't have PvP in this game, you wouldn't have seen those weapons get nerfed,
Yeah, actually.
which is so stupid. It's just like PvP is kind of secondary, but there's probably gonna I don't even know how much DLC do you think they're gonna put out for this game?
I mean, surely for Dark Souls, there was Dark Souls 3. That was like what,
Two.
like two? Yeah, two. And Dark Souls 2 was three, right?
Yeah, and Dark Souls 1 was 1, Bloodborne was 1.
Wow, and Bloodborne is one because it's the first game in the series. Sekiro is zero because they're not gonna make another Sekiro.
Demon Souls, they had a chance to do it, but they didn't.
Ooh. Like honestly, I think like what for me, I
I
think I'd be happy with like two DLCs. Two good DLCs would make me pretty happy. Because I know like even with two DLCs, it's gonna be pretty big. Like they're definitely gonna like maybe change some areas with events. Like they're probably making another meteor fall down. Like here's my predictions of DLC. One's gonna be talking about fucking space creatures, and the other one's
You
gonna be
mean Bloodborne?
fucking what else?
Bloodborne 2?
Yeah, it'll be Bloodborne 2, basically. What's it called? You like fuck with the finger creatures. There's gonna be like more great entities, right? Then
Hmm.
there's also the other one's probably gonna be like what, some magic like Raya Lucaria bullshit for sure.
I think they're gonna do something with one of the demigods. That's what I think they're gonna do. That's my theory. You know what I think I think Bandai Namco, they already completely they said it recently. They're just like, oh, this game is so great, guys. We're gonna market it everywhere now. They got a cash cow from this game, and now you know what they're gonna do with it? They're gonna shill it.
They're gonna
I
shill it
I
hard.
I think we're gonna get more DLCs than you think. I think they're gonna try to expand this game
Oh,
for
really?
I would even, you know what? I'm gonna go off on a limb. I think they're gonna give us 4 DLCs, and they're gonna be map expansions in new areas.
Oh, season pass style?
Yeah. And they're
Yeah.
good just because this is what I think happened. They wanted to see how the game would sell, and now this game sold well. And the fact that they even had the gall to issue out that patch. Normally, if Dark Souls 1 was like that, we would have had some character quest lines like patched and fixed. But them, they said, "Oh, we didn't do this. Okay, here's what we'll do. We're gonna patch this in." The fact that they went out of their
I
way to do
see.
that, I think they know that this game is a cash cow and they're going to be just juicing out
It
money.
was
Like,
shilling it. Yeah,
yeah,
that makes sense. Yeah, if it was like Dark Souls, they probably wouldn't patch anything unless it was a fucking like network issue or some shit.
they would have definitely done that. Or like Dark Souls 2 with all the problems that they could have fixed.
Oh
They,
yeah, instead of just making a new fucking expansion.
yep. So I think we're gonna get 4 DLCs out of this fucking game because I think they
Four
want
is
to.
a lot. Jesus.
Yeah, it is a lot. Dark Souls 2 had three, and that those three kind of made it a decent game. I think they'll do it. And I think what they're gonna do is you're probably gonna see new like builds like go out. I think they're gonna deal with more with arcane shit, like what you
Oh
said.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Because
I
I
mean,
think
Arcane right now is pretty good. I think they're just gonna make it like, but like the sorceries are kind of like obtuse in the sense where it's like oh, this is just another version of the fucking. It's like
Soul
a
Arrow.
bigger rock. Yeah,
You know
it's a
what?
bigger rock
So
basically.
my second character, one my third character that I have is a sorcerer, and
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I there are three spells that I use. I abuse. I use the little glintstone one, the little beginner spell. I go bing
Oh
bing
yeah,
bing.
yeah. Fucking-
I use Adula's Moonblade, which is
oh yeah, the fucking
completely
frost
just,
shit.
oh man, dude, that thing fucking shreds. It
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
shreds. And I use Comet Azure. So I
Oh,
have
the laser beam.
oh all right, that laser beam is so much fucking fun to use.
Laser beam is fucking good, but you can use the laser beam from what's it called? What's that sword? Sword of Night and Flame.
Yes,
Day and Flame. What the fuck is that?
they actually debuffed that because it was overpowered.
Oh, okay. I can't use it because I have no faith.
So
It's all magic.
the funny thing about Comet Azure, people were complaining that it was overpowered, but you want to know what happens? They
What did they do with it?
they they don't realize that to set up the actual like spell is a nightmare.
Oh yeah, getting into range, not getting in range, but like letting you charge that and like shoot it correctly without like
Yes.
missing.
So what you're supposed to do. So this is how what I set up with mine. I use my spirit summon Dung Eater, and I send him to little nibble at them, and then this is only if I want to cheese the boss. I'll like have Dung Eater go nibble at them because I turn him into a puppet.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's another thing they don't tell you. You can give your Saluvis potion to the Dung Eater instead of Nefeli, and you can get
Uh,
yourself your very own Jolly Cooperation anagram for Soulsborne players on Reddit. And then
damn, you don't want to get your fucking brown skin waifu, dude?
no, I want to get
What?
I want to get the Dung Eater because I like
Get a
watching
shit
him
man.
because he I was giving him purpose in life. And I also didn't want to like fuck up Nefeli's quest line because it got fixed.
Oh yeah, that shit got fixed finally, right? You gonna meet him
Mm-hmm.
meet Kenneth or some shit, right?
Yeah, Mr. Kenneth Hythe.
He's
So
stuck in the fucking that castle forever.
he'll never leave, or you could just kill him and get a golden seed.
Oh,
Ah, yeah, I'm giving you ideas right here. But I gotta say, Zwei. So before we wrap up this little weather report, because I gotta wake up early as shit.
oh, this man's got to grind. Okay,
Oh
okay.
yeah, no. But I gotta say, so in our last few talks, where do you think this ranks up in your Souls games? How do you rank
To be
this?
honest,
Yeah, be honest.
Sekiro is really high for me. Sekiro is probably like one, to be honest.
R- You mean your rhythm game?
Yeah, my rhythm game. Sekiro had good ass like immersive combat that makes you feel so smart. The characters were good. The voicing was good. Uh, Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 1 would probably be 3. This is like a really weird way to rank it. Dark Souls 2 is the bottom for me. I didn't really like Dark Souls 2. I like the world building. I like what they were doing. I like the world. Some of the characters are pretty cool. Some of the concepts they brought in were really cool. Like the thing with the fucking like different knights and the queens kind of bullshit, that was really cool. But the gameplay didn't feel good at all in Dark Souls 2. It felt like artificial difficulty. They were just stacking a lot of enemies in one room to make it feel difficult,
Yeah,
which it
they
literally
did do
was.
that.
It's like you'd walk through a doorway, and because like, you can only see the front, two guys from the side would come up, pop your ass, and kill you. And it's like,
They
okay, very cool.
they took Prepare to Die as an ad and made it in the game.
Yeah. Dark Souls 3 Dark Souls 3 is probably 2, Sekiro 1, Elden Ring. Elden Ring actually, I'll put Elden Ring above Dark Souls 1, to be honest. Elden Ring above Dark Souls 1. Dark Souls 1 would be 4. Dark Souls 5 would be the lowest. I haven't played Demon Souls, I have no idea.
Where do you
But
rank?
it's I mean it is a good game. It is a good game, but it's like I didn't like the world. For me, the world is really important though. So and I didn't really like the world of Elden Ring. I thought it was kind of like what a little bit too campy for me. But I guess like, it's just a different thing, right?
Don't you get like
Like
such like a now like the world of Elden Ring gives me such like a George R. Martin vibe.
it
Like
does. It's
it
like a
feels like.
conquest kind of yeah. Kingdom shit.
What about Bloodborne? Did you ever get a chance to play it?
I haven't finished it because like I'm too lazy to turn my PS4 on.
Oh, so where
So I
would you?
only
So I guess you'd
Bloodborne's pretty
be.
high, yeah.
So you
If
would
I
rank
finished
it.
it, it would be above Dark Souls 3, I think.
So if you finished it, but you're too lazy to turn on your PS4.
Yeah, my PS4, I only turn it on to watch like Into the Spider-Verse every month.
So I would. You know what? Did you beat Dark Souls 2?
No, I don't want to beat that shit. It's a pain in the ass.
Pain in the ass. But you
I
beat.
beat the chariot and I fucking turned it off. I was like, yeah, I'm done.
Did you beat one
I beat one, yeah. One was
and
the first Souls game I beat, yeah.
three you beat, right?
Three, I'm almost there. I've been working on it.
You're man, you're grinding your Souls game.
Yeah.
Careful,
I
careful,
got I
Juan.
got off like what's it called? I got off my what's it called? I got off my my education program. Now I'm just playing video games.
Oh man, that sounds great. I'm so happy for you. Make sure you beat all of them, and then you can once you can turn into a fully fledged bloom flower of.
A fully
Oh,
fledged soiling.
yeah.
I'll be like Bloodborne. I'll turn into a fucking like soy slug.
Oh
For
man.
my fucking what's it called? For my fucking like Daki Makra waifu to pick me up,
Oh, that's so
walk me
amazing.
off.
Oh man. So you'd rank that? I would say for me, number one for me, Bloodborne right now has the most replayability.
Yeah.
Second for me would probably have to be Elden Ring. Third,
Really?
yep.
Okay.
Third for me is going to be Demon Souls. Fourth is Dark
Okay.
Souls
Demon
1.
Souls. Okay.
Fifth is Dark Souls 3. And last is Dark Souls 2.
Okay. Do you have a reason why Elden Ring is so high up? You just enjoy the how expansive it is, how like what's that word? How like clean. You know what I mean? It's like
I like
it's a
it.
perfected formula.
I like it so much because it makes Nintendo babies really mad when you compare it to Breath of the Wild. And
Oh,
Breath of the
okay.
Wild itself is also a soy game, but
Yeah, it is.
it also makes them really mad because it's not on the Switch. So that's like another point of it. But other than that, I think it's like the next step with the evolution for all of this.
Yeah.
If you think
Exactly,
about it, most
exactly.
adult diapers have Elden. Yes, they do have Elden rings in them.
Ooh, okay.
And so yeah, it's a game basically. Elden Ring is essentially the game that you know that you're playing well into your adulthood, and you know that you're wearing your diapers every single time and you just get excited. I don't know, when I played it, I did a lot of exploring, a little too much. And I've actually unironically I did Ronnie's quest line, and was meticulous about it, and I ended up beating it and getting the ending for that one.
Oh, okay. I mean, for me, my issue, like, I'm not a big open world game fan. Like, it doesn't do anything for me. I don't really care if you can explore. You know what I mean?
You sound like
Uh,
you're the type of person that just like likes one big like one map, not like
yeah,
Elden Ring
basically,
open world, but like one map where
like Dark
it's
Souls 1, basically, it was like Sekiro, that style. Like, I really like that.
you go one place and now you're in another area versus I have to
Yeah.
transverse this big same area.
It's like I'd
And
rather have like a big elevator that takes me everywhere.
yeah, kind of like Super Metroid and Symphony of the Night.
Yeah, exactly. So like it doesn't do anything for me. And for me, like I feel like open world is kind of like a lot of it's bulk. Thankfully, in Elden Ring, it's not just like bulk and fluff. Like it's not just like a filler. There is shit to do open world in Elden Ring,
Oh,
and like it's a lot. It's like what I'm gonna say it again. Fucking environmental storytelling. You can see a lot of the world through that shit, which is really nice. But I feel as well like due to its open world nature, Elden Ring's story. Maybe I'm not paying enough attention. Maybe because I'm actually really early on in the game still, it feels like a lot of the story is very sparse. You know what I mean?
yes.
Because like in Sekiro, right? Sekiro, every area had like a story associated with it specifically. You know what I mean? Like the fucking what's it called? Poo Poo Pee Pee Village with the fucking with the fucking water guy with the water boys. You know what I mean? The guys turning
Yes.
into fishes. That's like a whole story to that. There's the fucking like the Snow Valley with the sniper chicks. Like there's like a storyline for everything. I feel like for Elden Ring, the areas look. No! What happened?
You malfunctioned, man. That's okay.
No. Give me a
Rest in
sec.
peace. Rest in peace.
Rest in
Oh,
peace.
oh no.
Feels bad,
Oh
man.
no. You're back.
What is going on? What is going on?
I don't know. You're
But
in.
okay, there we go. Oh, I'm fucking like phasing out. I'm getting sent to the Elden Ring
You
realm.
are
Give me a
getting
sec.
sent to the Elden Ring world.
Give me a
Okay.
sec. Okay,
Well,
no, I think it's fine. Whatever. Whoa. I don't know how to make this work. It sucks. Okay. I'll keep saying it. So
yeah, just
like,
keep
for Elden
talking.
Ring,
You're just blue screen now. You've
eh,
evolved.
this is like what? This is Bloodborne. This is what Bloodborne does.
Yeah, it
So
is.
I was gonna say again. It's like, oh wait, my fucking thing like broke. What the fuck? Cunt.
That's
Uh,
okay. Don't worry about it. It's why we're gonna be wrapping
yeah.
it up soon. Don't
I'm
worry
George
about it.
R. R. Martin right now. I'm speaking through his body.
You are. So George, can you tell us why you made so many sexual references in this game?
Miyazaki and me love eat.
Oh, you.
I love what's a Game of Thrones thing? Okay, I'm gonna keep ranting. Let me fucking rant, dude. Fucking Elden Ring's areas, they look nice. There's probably a story associated with them from looking nice, but like there's not much you can get out. There's not much other story you can get from like the areas themselves compared to like Bloodborne or like Dark or like Sekiro. Like in Bloodborne, every area had like a storyline as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're
Old
so. I
Yarnum, shit
get
like
it.
that.
You're. I get it. So it's like because it's such a big area, you have
Yeah,
to go.
yeah.
It's hard to see like what transpired in the past versus just going through an open
Yeah,
place.
sort of.
Like
And they
you have.
don't place, yeah, exactly. And they don't place characters there to help facilitate that as well.
Mhm.
Because each character is like it feels, the way the characters are placed in Elden Ring feels like a dating sim game. Where like, oh, choose your waifu, do their story quest. It literally does feel like that. It doesn't feel like the world is like, the characters don't feel organically placed sometimes, is what
Mhm.
it feels like.
No, that's actually that's a fair criticism. No, that's very fair. That's like with no irony, poison, sincere. That's actually a very fair criticism. I completely agree.
It's like not a big deal to be honest. I think it's just like it is like a small deal because the story is still like perceivable through the fucking game if you play it. It's just that like it's placed weirdly in my opinion.
No, very reasonable. Well, shit.
Yeah,
And
hire
you
me, man. Fucking
and you
soft, dude.
yeah, FromSoft, please hire him. Keep
Yeah.
Miyazaki off his fucking feet fetish.
No, I'm gonna let him make more feet characters, dude.
Oh, you dirty son of a
I'm gonna
bitch.
let him make more feet characters.
I knew it. You're trying to get him. You're trying to get him to go that route. By the way,
Yeah.
also, who's the best current girl in the game for you
And
now? Like,
waifu.
yeah,
Uh, That's kind of hard, dude. I was gonna say Roderica.
you like Roderica? I'm a
Roderica's a
fan of.
nice design, dude. She's cute.
I liked Celine.
Celine. I know what happens to the quest line, so I can't too invested in her. I have a buddy who really likes her for wearing the Burger King hat.
That's a throwback to Demon Souls because they had a guy that looked exactly like fucking Burger King.
Oh, what the fuck? It's pretty cool.
That
Everybody
is.
likes Rani though. I think because she's like cute, I guess.
See, I like her too, but the fact that she's popular means that I can't like her.
You kind of like, yeah, exactly. I get that. It's
Mm.
me.
I gotta have to choose a different one, so I choose Celine. But yeah, man. So thanks everybody for this little
Yeah.
Friday night weather reports.
Thanks for
Thank you to
coming
my guest
by.
Zwei.
What's up?
We're hopefully
Yeah.
I need Zwei and I are gonna have to do this again. Uh,
We're gonna do
we're
this for Needy Girl Overdose.
for Needy Girl Overdose, and when you actually finish the damn game for Elden Ring and
Yeah.
don't get filtered, Zwei. I have a lot of
I,
high hopes for
I'm
you.
playing it because I'm playing it slow because I'm gonna stream some parts, but I could rush it through. You know what I'm saying?
That's what you do is you make a second character, rush it through, then use the experience for that character, and then for
Oh, I see. Then you facilitate the stream so you can make bits. I see.
mm-hmm.
That's so devilish.
It
Actually
is
devilish.
simply devilish. So
So devilish.
everybody, all two views that are still here, we're rating Professor Bloom.
Ooh.
Say hi to him. I think he's playing Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. He's a cool dude. So all six viewers. Alrighty, guys.
Head on there. Go on. Go on.
Bye everybody. Thanks for joining
Bye.
us. Bye.
Thanks for soy. Woohoo.
And